There is a spiritual urgency in the atmosphere right now, a vibration that only a select few can perceive. If you are hearing this, it is because your spirit has been pulled into this moment by a divine appointment. This is not an algorithm. This is a summons. We are sitting at a critical threshold, specifically marked around the energy of February 13th, where the veil between the seen and the unseen is incredibly thin. You have felt it. You have felt the sudden shifts in temperature in your home, the inexplicable anxiety that hits you right when you wake up, and the sensation that conversations are happening about you in rooms you have not entered. You are not paranoid, you are discerning. Heaven has observed a malicious plot unfolding behind closed doors, orchestrated by someone who has intentionally framed you. This was not a random act of misunderstanding, but a calculated betrayal, born of envy for the spiritual light and favor you carry. But listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you will change the trajectory of your entire year. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. There is a timeline, a spiritual countdown, and Archangel Michael has already drawn his sword. Before this video ends, you will understand exactly who is behind this, why they did it, and how the very trap they set is about to snap shut on their own ankles. Do not click away, because the next few minutes are the instructions you have been praying for. Let's look at the evidence. Over the past few weeks, you have experienced strange occurrences. Perhaps files have gone missing, emails have been misinterpreted, or words you never said have been attributed to you. In the workplace, or perhaps within a fractured family dynamic, the atmosphere has grown thick with tension. You walk into a room, and the silence is loud. People who used to be warm are now distant, their eyes shifting away from yours. This is the result of a smear campaign, a tactic as old as time, but one that is particularly venomous when directed at a chosen one. You see, when you carry a high frequency of light, you inadvertently irritate the demons in others. It is a spiritual law. Light exposes darkness, and darkness reacts with hostility. There is an individual in your circle, someone close, someone who perhaps smiles the brightest, who has been meticulously constructing a narrative to destroy your reputation. They have taken your kindness and painted it as weakness. They have taken your silence and painted it as guilt. They have planted seeds of doubt in the minds of authority figures or loved ones, hoping to isolate you. But here is where the science of spirituality intersects with divine justice. Psychologists might call this behavior pathological envy or narcissistic triangulation, where an individual manipulates communication to control the outcome. But spiritually, we know this as the spirit of Absalom or Haman, a spirit that seeks to usurp a position that does not belong to it. This person does not actually hate you. They hate the favor of God that rests upon you. They see the effortless way you attract opportunities, the way people trust you instinctively, and it burns them. They have tried to replicate your light, but they can only produce a synthetic flicker. Because they cannot be you, they have decided to destroy you. But before I reveal the specific sign that will expose this person's identity to you, I need you to understand what is happening in the invisible realm, right now. Archangel Michael, the great defender, has stepped into your timeline. In the spiritual courts, a counter-motion has been filed. While your accuser has been busy whispering lies in the ears of men, heaven has been recording the truth. Every text message they thought they deleted, every whispered conversation in a break room, every manipulated document, it has all been catalogued. You have been worrying about how to defend yourself, how to prove your innocence, how to clear your name. But the message for you today is counterintuitive. It is a strategy that goes against every survival instinct you have. Your instruction is to be still. This is the hardest thing for a chosen one to do. When we are accused, our fight or flight response kicks in. We want to explain, we want to show the receipts, we want to scream the truth from the rooftops. But in this specific season, your reaction is the fuel the enemy is waiting for. If you react, you look unstable. If you defend yourself too loudly, you look guilty. The trap was designed to make you lose your character. They want you to get angry. They want you to lash out. Because if you lash out, you validate the false picture they have painted of you. But if you remain silent, if you maintain your dignity, you create a vacuum of truth that pulls everything into the light. Think about the physics of a boomerang. The energy used to throw it is the same energy that brings it back. This plot against you operates on the same principle. The person who dug this pit for you has expended an enormous amount of energy. They have lost sleep, plotting your downfall. They have woven a complex web of deceit. And because you are covered by the blood of the Lamb and protected by the angelic hosts, that negative energy has nowhere to land. It cannot stick to you because you are operating on a higher frequency. So where does that energy go? It must return to its source. We are approaching a moment of divine reversal. In the coming days, watch closely. The very people who believe the lies will start to see cracks in the accuser's story. The evidence they fabricated will turn out to be contradictory. I want you to pause for a second and check your spirit. Is there a name popping into your head right now? Is there a face that flashes in your mind when I talk about a disarming smile that doesn't quite reach the eyes? Trust that intuition. That is the Holy Spirit confirming the source. This individual often plays the victim. They often come to you gathering information, asking personal questions, pretending to be concerned. I heard people saying this about you. Is it true? They ask. That is not concern, that is reconnaissance. They are gathering ammunition, but here is the good news. Their access is being cut off. Archangel Michael is currently severing the cords of influence this person has over your destiny. You may have noticed that certain doors closed recently. You were rejected from a project, a relationship ended abruptly, or an invitation was rescinded. You mourned those losses. You thought you were being punished. But I am here to tell you that those doors did not close because you were unworthy. They closed because there were people in those rooms holding knives behind their backs. God loves you too much to let you walk into a room where you are going to be slaughtered. That rejection was divine protection. That silence from your friends was a filter. The universe is clearing the stage because a promotion is coming, and you cannot take these snakes to the next level. Before I share the 3 steps you must take immediately to seal this victory, I want to ask you a question. Do you believe that you are protected? If you do, I want you to declare it in the comments right now. Write, "My enemies are confused, and my name is cleared." When you write this, you are not just typing words, you are collapsing the timeline. You are agreeing with the verdict of heaven. Do not underestimate the power of your agreement. Now let's go deeper into the solution. The first step is what I call radical disengagement. You must stop feeding the energy of the betrayal. Do not gossip about the gossiper. Do not try to recruit allies to your side. This is not a popularity contest. This is spiritual warfare. When you disengage, you starve the demonic entity fueling the situation. The second step is the prayer of exposure. Instead of praying for revenge, pray for revelation. Pray that everything hidden in the dark is brought to the light. Pray that the true motives of every heart are revealed. This is a dangerous prayer because it might expose people you love, people you trust. But it is necessary. Are you brave enough to see the truth? The third step is preparation for elevation. The reason the enemy attacks you so fiercely is never about where you are. It is about where you are going. The intensity of the battle is always a prophetic indicator of the magnitude of the blessing. You are about to step into a season of unprecedented favor. This trial was a purifying fire. It was meant to burn away your dependency on man's approval. You had to learn that your reputation is not in the hands of people, it is in the hands of God. Once you truly internalize that, you become dangerous to the kingdom of darkness because you can no longer be manipulated by fear. There is a specific phenomenon happening right now regarding the February 13 timeline. In numerology and biblical symbolism, the number 13 is often associated with rebellion, but also with transformation and death to the old self. We are seeing a cycle breaking. The patterns of betrayal that have followed you, perhaps from childhood, perhaps repeated through different jobs and relationships, are ending here. The angelic forces are dismantling the root cause. This is not just about one co-worker or one jealous relative. This is about a generational curse of rejection being broken off your bloodline. You are the cycle breaker. That is why it hurts so much. That is why the attack is so personalized. You are doing the heavy lifting for your lineage. Let's talk about the turnaround. In the story of Joseph, he was framed by Potiphar's wife, accused of a crime he didn't commit, thrown into prison, forgotten. It looked like the end, but that prison was the hallway to the palace. If Joseph had not been framed, he would have remained a servant. The betrayal was the transport system to his destiny. You need to shift your perspective immediately. Stop looking at this plot as a tragedy and start seeing it as transportation. You are being moved. You are being repositioned. The people who are pushing you out are actually pushing you up. They think they are burying you, but they don't realize you are a seed. In the next 48 hours, you are going to receive a sign. For some of you, it will be a sudden communication from someone in authority apologizing or asking for your side of the story. For others, it will be the sudden departure of the troublemaker. They will resign, move away, or be transferred. And for some, the sign will be internal, a sudden, overwhelming peace that defies logic. A feeling that the battle is over, even if the external circumstances haven't changed yet. That peace is your receipt of victory. I need to warn you, though. As the enemy realizes their plan is failing, they may try one last desperate attempt to provoke you. They might say something outrageous, something so visibly false that it makes your blood boil. This is the extinction burst. It is the final flare of a dying fire. Do not take the bait. I repeat, do not take the bait. If you react now, you forfeit the high ground. Stand still. Let Archangel Michael finish the work. The sword is already in motion. The paperwork in the spirit has been signed. The judgment has been rendered in your favor. Imagine yourself standing in a courtroom. The accuser is screaming lies. The judge looks at you. You say nothing. You simply point to your advocate. And then the judge slams the gavel. Case dismissed, counterclaim granted. That is what is happening right now. The settlement is coming, and the settlement for a chosen one is always double for your trouble. You are not just getting your reputation back, you are getting respect, authority, and resources that were previously withheld. But we must address the emotional toll this takes. It is okay to feel hurt. It is okay to feel the sting of betrayal. You are human. Do not bypass your emotions with spiritual positivity. Take it to the secret place. Cry out to God. Let the tears flow. Those tears are liquid prayers. Angels collect them, but do not let the grief turn into bitterness. Bitterness is drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Forgive them, not for their sake, but for your freedom. Forgiveness cuts the energetic cord that ties you to them. When you forgive, you become invisible to their malice. They can no longer track you in the spirit because you no longer carry the frequency of their offense. As we approach the end of this transmission, I want to activate a shield of protection around you. Visualize a wall of blue fire surrounding you, your home, your finances, and your mind. This is the fire of the archangels. No weapon formed against this wall shall prosper. Any tongue that rises against you in judgment is condemned. This is your heritage. Listen to the sound of my voice. You are not a victim. You are a victor in waiting. The silence you are keeping is loud in heaven. The patience you are showing is intimidating to the enemy. They expected you to crumble. They expected you to quit. But here you are, standing. Here you are, seeking wisdom. That resilience is why you were chosen. I want to challenge you. In the next few days, do something kind for someone else. Sow a seed of kindness in the middle of your storm. This confuses the enemy. It shows that your source of joy is not dependent on your circumstances. It shifts the atmosphere, and as you do this, watch how quickly the tables turn. Watch how the truth bubbles up to the surface like oil in water. This is your moment of vindication. The plot has failed. The trap is broken. The snare has been cut. You have escaped like a bird from the fowler's net. If you have received this message, if it resonates with the deep knowing in your gut, then this was for you. Do not let this word be stolen. Seal it. Like this video to physically mark your agreement with this truth. Subscribe to the channel because the next update will be about how to handle the influx of blessings that comes after the battle is won. You need to be ready for the harvest. Go in peace. Go in confidence. The angels are fighting. The battle is the Lord's, and the victory is already yours. Your name is being cleared in rooms you haven't even entered yet. Be still and know it is done. Now that you have accepted the victory, we must discuss the most dangerous phase of this entire process. It is a phase that 90% of people fail, not because they are weak, but because they are unprepared. It is called the void of transition. When the battle stops, when the noise of the enemy is silenced by the gavel of judgment, you are going to experience a sudden, deafening quiet. For a chosen one who has been in survival mode for years, perhaps decades, this silence does not feel like peace at first. It feels like anxiety. It feels like something is wrong. This is where science meets spirituality. Your nervous system has become addicted to the cortisol and adrenaline of the conflict. You have been running on high alert beta brainwaves for so long that your body has reset its baseline to chaos. When the chaos is removed by divine intervention, your body might actually go into withdrawal. You might wake up in the middle of the night with a racing heart, looking for a threat that is no longer there. You might feel an urge to check up on your enemies, to look at their social media, or to ask mutual friends about them. Do not do it. That is your old neural pathways trying to drag you back into the familiar toxicity because the unknown territory of peace feels unsafe to your primitive brain. You must consciously retrain your biology to accept the blessing. This is the work of the next season. You have to teach your body that it is safe to let down its guard. If you do not stabilize your nervous system now, you will subconsciously self-sabotage the new blessings coming in because your frequency will not match the vibration of the harvest. The harvest requires a frequency of gratitude and reception, not defense and survival. Here is the secret that the ancient texts hint at, but modern quantum physics confirms. Nature abhors a vacuum. By clearing out the toxic people, the slanderers, and the energy vampires from your life, God has created a massive vacuum in your reality. A space has been opened, and according to universal law, that space must be filled. The question is, what will you fill it with? If you do not intentionally fill it with the vision of your new life, the old clutter will try to rush back in. This brings us to the second wave of removal. You need to brace yourself for this. The first wave removed the obvious enemies, the Judases. But the next wave often removes people you thought were on your side. These are the people who were comfortable with you when you were struggling, but who cannot tolerate your rising. They loved you as a victim, but they will resent you as a victor. You will notice the conversation shifting. When you share good news, they will go silent or change the subject. When you talk about your new vision, they will offer realistic advice that is actually doubt disguised as wisdom. Do not be angry with them. They are simply reacting to the shift in your energetic signature. You are vibrating at a level that exposes their stagnation. You are like a mirror reflecting what they have not healed in themselves. It is painful, I know. It is lonely at the top of the mountain only until you realize that the mountain is where the other eagles are. You have been flying with pigeons who convinced you that you were just an awkward walker. But now that you are spreading your wings, the pigeons are getting nervous. Let them go. If you try to hold on to relationships that have expired, you delay the arrival of your soul tribe, the new people God has queued up to enter your life who are actually equipped to handle your destiny. Before I share the specific symptoms that indicate your upgrade is complete, I want you to pause. Check your surroundings. Is there anything in your physical environment that reminds you of the season of pain you just left? An old gift from a toxic person, messages on your phone, screenshots of the lies they told. Delete them, throw them out, burn them. You cannot build a monument to your trauma and expect to live in a temple of triumph. By physically removing these anchors, you send a powerful signal to your subconscious mind and to the spiritual realm. I am moved in to the new house. Now pay close attention. As this transition solidifies, you are going to experience physical and spiritual symptoms of what we call the Joseph anointing. Joseph went from the prison to the palace in a single day, but the preparation took years. You are in that single-day moment. First, you will experience a sudden, intense desire for solitude. The invitations to parties, the desire for small talk, the need to be seen, it will all evaporate. You will crave the secret place. This is not depression, this is incubation. You are being covered by the shadow of the Almighty because what is growing inside you is too fragile to be exposed to the harsh opinions of the world just yet. Respect this hibernation. Second, you will have vivid, high-definition dreams. The enemy attacks in the dream state when he loses access to your waking life. But now that the shield is up, your dreams will change. You will dream of flying, of new houses with many rooms, of clear water, or of finding hidden money. These are not just random neurons firing. They are prophetic downloads. Your spirit is rehearsing your future. I challenge you, write these dreams down immediately upon waking. Even the fragments. They are puzzle pieces of your next assignment. Third, and this is the most startling one, you will receive reparations from unexpected sources. The specific people who hurt you may never say, "I'm sorry." Stop waiting for it. Their apology is irrelevant to your restoration. God will use strangers, systems, and institutions to pay you back for what was stolen. You might receive a check in the mail for an overpayment you didn't know existed. A debt might be suddenly cancelled. Someone might offer you a service for free that usually costs thousands. This is the law of divine compensation. The energy you lost in the battle is being returned to you multiplied. But here is the warning that separates the novices from the masters. When the resources start to flow, and they will, do not rush to spend them on visible symbols of success to prove your enemies wrong. That is the ego trap. If you buy the car or the house just to say, "Look at me now," to the people who betrayed you, you are still enslaved by them. You are letting them dictate your financial decisions. That is a poverty mindset disguised as prosperity. Instead, ask for wisdom. Ask for the blueprint of stewardship. The wealth coming to you is not just for your comfort, it is fuel for your purpose. It is to build the business, the ministry, the charity, or the legacy that will outlive you. The best revenge is not a flashy lifestyle. The best revenge is massive impact. It is becoming so unreachable in your purpose that their opinions literally cannot find you. I want to speak to the confusion some of you are feeling right now regarding your career or your calling. Many of you feel a total disconnect from the work you used to do. The job that used to satisfy you now feels like wearing a shoe that is 2 sizes too small. You feel restless. You feel like you're wasting your time. This is because your old career was built on your old identity. You were operating out of a need for validation or survival. Now that you're stepping into your authority, you're realizing that you were created for dominion, not just employment. Do not quit your job in a panic tomorrow, but do start building the ark. Start dedicating 1 hour a day to that passion project, that book, that idea that won't leave you alone. That hobby is actually your escape route. It is the seed of your empire. The universe is waiting for you to take that authority seriously. There is a concept in neuroscience called neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. In the Bible, this is called the renewing of the mind. You need to understand that your brain physically changes when you forgive and release the past. You are literally dissolving the gray matter associated with trauma and building new highways for creativity and intuition. To accelerate this, I'm going to give you a challenge for the next 7 days. This is the vacuum protocol. For the next week, every time a thought of the past, the betrayal or the injustice comes up, I want you to immediately interrupt it. Say out loud, "That bill is paid," and then immediately force your mind to visualize one specific detail of your desired future. It could be the texture of the steering wheel of your new car, the sound of the ocean at your vacation home, or the feeling of shaking hands with a new business partner. What you are doing is manually switching the tracks of the train. The first few times, it will be hard. Your brain will want to go back to the drama. But by day 3 or 4, you will notice a shift. The old thoughts will lose their emotional charge. They will become like old movies that you have seen too many times, boring and irrelevant. This is how you know you are free. Let's go deeper into the spiritual dynamics of what is happening in the invisible realm around you. When you stood your ground, when you refused to retaliate, you passed the test of character. Many are called, but few are chosen. Why? Because few can handle the crushing weight of the oil press. You have been crushed, yes, but you were not destroyed. You were processed. The oil that is flowing from your life now is pure. It carries a heavy anointing that destroys yokes. People will be drawn to you without knowing why. You will walk into a room and the atmosphere will shift. Strangers will open up to you and tell you their deepest secrets. Animals and children will stare at you. This is the light of the Shekinah glory radiating through the cracks where you were broken. Do not hide this light. Do not dim yourself to make others comfortable. Your playing small does not serve the world. However, with this new level of authority comes a new level of responsibility regarding your words. Your words have always had power, but now they are like loaded weapons. You must be terrified of speaking negativity over yourself or others. What you say now manifests with frightening speed. If you say, "I am always tired," your body will obey instantly. If you say, "I never have enough money," your bank account will align with that decree. You must become the guardian of your mouth. Speak only what you want to see. Speak life. Speak abundance. Speak health. If you cannot say something that aligns with your victory, practice the holy art of silence. We are approaching a critical threshold. The next few weeks are what I call the corridor of miracles. It is a window of time where the veil between the natural and the supernatural is very thin for you. You might see repeating numbers, 1111, 444, 777. These are not coincidences, they are synchronization signals. They are the universe winking at you, confirming that you are on the right timeline. When you see these signs, stop and acknowledge them. Say, "I receive the message." This builds a feedback loop with the divine. It shows that you are paying attention. The more you pay attention, the more guidance you will receive. You are being guided to the right place at the right time to meet the right people. There is someone watching this video right now who is on the verge of giving up because the silence has lasted too long. You feel like God has forgotten you. Let me look into your soul and tell you this. The teacher is always silent during the test. The silence is not absence, it is trust. God trusts you with this silence because He knows what He put inside you. You are about to graduate. Do not rip up your exam paper 5 minutes before the bell rings. The breakthrough often comes in the form of a suddenly. Suddenly the phone rings. Suddenly the email arrives. Suddenly the idea drops into your mind. But you must be positioned for the suddenly. If you are lying in bed depressed, you might miss the call. Get up, get dressed, wash your face, put on your armor. Act as if the news you have been waiting for is already on its way. Because it is. I want to address the imposter syndrome that attacks chosen ones right before their elevation. You might look at where you're going and think, who am I to be there? I'm broken, I'm flawed, I have a past. Listen to me. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.